La base de datos de virus ha sido actualizada.
Bienvenidas. Comenzamos.
Radio Metroplex.
Presentando.
Radio Metroplex.
La mejor programación. La capital del deporte, los espectáculos y el entretenimiento.
Radio Metroplex.
La mejor plataforma en su tipo. El mejor contenido
Radio Metroplex.
y diversión para todos.
Hola everyone, how's everyone doing? Okay guys, I am so excited for this one because we have Jim Ross. If you don't know who he is, then you're gonna have to go and research. You're gonna have to go and look at our Facebook and figure it out because he is many things. But today we're getting down and real with him. Okay? Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
I will say, if y'all think I'm busy, he's busy, okay? So we got a few minutes with him, and we're gonna interview him and get down to real stuff.
Let's do it.
So, okay, you do many things,
Yeah.
but as a child, did you know you were gonna, do so many things that you're doing currently? Or were you just like, I don't know, I'm living my crazy life?
No. You know, I grew up inner city Detroit.
There's Detroit lovers here.
My dad retired from working on the line at Chrysler. I come from a very blue collar family. We didn't have a lot of money, but we didn't know that we didn't have money. You know, we had a lot of love, and I just always wanted to just be a cop, sorta. And
Okay.
so I grew up with the understanding that I may or may not go to college. I may or may not do whatever. I wanted to be a cop. That's what my aspirations were. Yeah.
Okay. So, that's so, like, because I know everything. Well, not everything you do, but most of everything that you do is crazy because it's, like, not even close to what you do. So, when you, let's say, grew up, you were in a loving home, you went to high school. From high school, where did that come from? Like, what kind of child were you? You're a teenager. How about that?
I was a punk, man.
Were you? No way. You're too tall.
I was a punk. I was a little street rat that was loud. I did my fair share of drugs as a kid. I was the kid that when somebody lost a fight, they'd come kick my butt to get their confidence back. I was a punk. So I tried college for a little bit after I got out of high school, and I was horrible at it. So I dropped out of college and joined the Marine Corps. And so I went into the Marines, and I went into the Marine Corps in the late 70s and stayed to the early 80s. And I needed the Marine Corps more than they needed me.
That discipline, it's something different, huh?
Yeah, it helped me a lot. So I got out of the Marines, and nobody was working in Detroit back in the early 80s. So I had an aunt that was here in Texas. It said everybody's working in Texas, so here I came, and then I became a cop here in Texas.
Did you?
I did.
didn't know you did.
Yeah,
Okay.
I spent 13 and a half years as a police officer. I was a part of Arlington's first SWAT team. I spent 7 years undercover buying drugs for a living. I did
That sounds
crazy things as a police officer. Yeah.
I love that. So when you came out here, did you like Texas, or are you like, oh, this hot weather is killing me?
No, it was, growing up in the Northeast, I didn't know much about Texas, but what I knew I didn't like, until I got here.
Yeah.
And then you realize that, the Texas community is super, super friendly, and it's fun stuff.
Well, you could have fooled me. I would have said you were a Texan born and raised. So thank you for showing love.
I adapted well.
You do. I see that because I've seen you in different scenarios. So when you were a cop here and you were in the first,
SWAT team.
SWAT
Yeah.
team. Okay. You were doing undercover, and then after that, where did you head out to next?
I finally finished my undergrad degree.
Okay.
I squeezed 4 years into about 12. And then I quit the police department when I was 36 years old. And I went to law school. And I became a lawyer. So I got out of law school and was doing some crazy stuff then, prosecuting environmental exposure cases, and worked with a lady named Erin Brockovich, if you remember that movie.
I probably don't.
Yeah, you're not old enough to remember the movie.
He's
So
giving his age away.
I'm an old man. Yeah,
okay.
so I did environmental stuff until I opened my own firm about 15 years ago or so.
Okay, so that's one of your businesses.
It's one of my businesses.
But that wasn't a business yet. You were working under another law firm.
I was working with bigger firms for a while and opened my own place 15, 16 years ago.
Okay. So when did you decide, like, okay, I'm just going to go on my own? Like, because that's a big, I don't know, I feel like with all these entrepreneurs that I have met, it's like that switch. Like, it's like a mindset that you have to switch and be like, okay, I'm ready to.
Yeah, I guess I just got tired of making really rich lawyers richer, and I said I'm going to go out on my own and let me reap what I sow, and I can go off and do my thing. So I opened up my own shop. It was just me at the time, and I built it to a firm of almost 60 employees.
What is it that y'all concentrate on? Like, what specific?
Well, at first it was anything that came through the door.
Right.
At first it was like whatever works, we're gonna be there. But then now we just do personal injury, wrongful death type of stuff. And my firm's a lot smaller now that I'm mayor.
Yeah.
And because I'm not there to focus on growing the business like I used to be able to do.
Okay. So now you know if you need to call him for any of these things, y'all can contact him. But that's just one of your streams of income. So after that, did you decide you were going to be mayor? Or you're like, no, not yet.
Yeah, I started playing with other things. I opened a fine dining restaurant before I became mayor.
Was it the
Chop House Arlington on Lamar, yeah. And so I had that.
that was before you were mayor.
That was before I became mayor, yeah. And then
Okay.
I opened another restaurant since I became mayor.
Right.
And
Which they are both delicious, okay, guys? So if y'all have not checked them out, y'all definitely need to. One of them is like 3 minutes away. It's super close, and it's really what you call fine dining. So if you want to impress that loved one, you want to take them out and feel special, or if you want to take out one of your clients, this is the perfect place to do so.
thank you.
So like you were playing with that, and it was a success. Was it a success? Or was
Yeah, it was an immediate success. Arlington needed a good fine dining place at the
Yes,
time. Yeah.
definitely. I mean, if you're in the entertainment district, I mean, you
Yeah.
need it. I mean, all the type of people that are coming, and we'll get to that right now. So then you decided, or did you become maybe city councilor or something? Or
I never ran for anything in my life,
Did you
girl.
really? Okay,
Uh,
so he's just everybody's favorite. It looks like.
I never ran for anything until I ran for mayor. And we just started looking around, and I started to see back when I originally ran that the people that were running for mayor I was worried about what they would do with the city if they got elected. And I started talking to other business leaders around the community, and they would say, listen, why don't you do it? You know,
You're so concerned about
your businesses are doing well. Your kids are grown. I'm divorced, so I didn't have a negative impact on my family. I was able to adjust and go from there. So I said, all right, why not? I'd never run for anything, and I am the least politician ever. You know, so
That's motivation, guys, for everyone that never thinks that they would be able to sit in this position. But if you really see a problem, it's just a matter of you getting up and doing it.
You gotta fix it, you know. So.
Yeah, and you've been doing so good at it. I'm impressed. I was so scared to move my businesses to Arlington, and I was like, I don't know, but I mean, if it wasn't because I met you and your mindset, the way of thinking, just not, and I would say diverse, because you're so diverse. You think of everyone, how can we help everyone grow? Your businesses, you know, like maybe your organization and whoever, and you're so supportive of everyone. That was my one thing that I just thanked you for, because I feel like sometimes we don't proceed with our dreams simply because we don't have the support.
Yeah.
And you try to do, I mean, as much as you can for our community, and so thank you. You're killing it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But, you know, there's really no big secret to success. And I don't care if it's success as a radio station, success as a lawyer or a restaurateur or a mayor. Success starts with your ability to develop and nurture relationships. You could be the best at whatever you want to be, but if you don't know how to develop and nurture relationships, you're never gonna be great at whatever it is. You have to be able to do that. So I've done that with my businesses. I've done it as mayor. I tell people I have a very limited perspective. I am a 64-year-old white heterosexual Christian male, and that's my perspective. So I created advisory councils because as much as I would love to understand what's going on in the Black community or the Latino community or the Asian community or with women or with the LGBTQ community, I am none of those.
Right.
So I need people who are around me to advise me. So I created all these advisory councils, which has really been super cool.
It has. And fun fact, guys, that was the first speech I heard from him. Did you know that?
No.
That was the first. It was at the Rotary, and that was the first thing he said was, I am a white male.
I am an old white guy. Yeah.
And I was like, what? And just the fact that it was like, okay, well, I can't sit here and say that I understand when I am not in that situation. That's the most realist way of putting things. And so you creating these advisory councils, you say that they do help. They do come and bring you.
They help tremendously. Next month, for instance, we're doing 2 heritage festivals. We're doing a Hispanic Heritage Festival and an Asian Heritage Festival. Prior to creating these advisory councils, those type of things were never done. We had a huge Pride event this summer in June. I take a lot of heat from that. I don't care.
You're tough skin. You got this.
Tough skin is like, bring it, you know.
It's like I'm from Detroit.
I thought I was supposed to be mayor for everybody, regardless of your religious differences, your gender, your ethnicity, your sexual preference. We're all in this together, you know.
Yeah. No, well, that is definitely something that y'all need to, reasons why y'all need to connect, know, and learn from him, guys. So I will be linking him on our Facebook page. But okay, so what are you doing on your fun time? We got all the business stuff. Like, we know he got businesses. He's successful. He's doing so much for our community. You're a mayor, but I want to know you. What do you do in your funds?
You know, the best fun there is in life right now for me are my grandkids. You know, if I knew grandkids were this much fun, I'd have them before I had my kids. You know, my grandbabies are cool. Going to a little baseball game for my grandson, or a dance recital for my granddaughter, or whatever.
Swiftie concert.
I've taken my granddaughter to the Taylor Swift concert. Yeah. Those type of things are just phenomenal.
So it is fun to be a grandparent. Okay.
Far more fun than a parent.
Duly noted. Okay. So it's like when they start crying, do you really turn them back in? Like, okay, that's it.
First of all, my grandbabies never cry when they're with me.
Oh,
because
okay.
they know they get spoiled all the time anyway. So
they cry when they have to go.
When they have to go, yeah. Yeah.
So he's also a family guy, guys. So definitely, I think that's something that we all need to look for. If y'all didn't catch it, guys, he literally gave you a secret. Well, you said it wasn't even a secret. He literally told you it is something that we can all do. We just need to connect with people. And honestly, I'm trying to teach collaboration. What do you think about that?
You know, we can learn so much from each other. It's amazing. I remember when I started my Women's Advisory Council, I remember thinking to myself, I've been married. I know what women want. They want to feel safe in their community. They want equal pay for equal work. And women do want that. But what I was surprised to learn when I sat down with the women in the advisory council was they wanted me to do things that would help the women who weren't a part of the advisory council, help the single moms that are working 2 or 3 jobs to pay for childcare, help those people that are struggling to make ends meet when they're trying to take care of their kids and being a single parent. I was really, really shocked to see the maternal part of the women in this community saying, Mayor, you're missing the boat on this one. And that's why these advisory councils are so important.
It is definitely, you know, like connecting. I would say, well, in my language, okay, guys, we're in my show, so we're gonna talk my language, okay? Connecting the hood with what it is, the corporate world. That's the best way I came up to explain it, because it really is a lack of knowing, a lack of resources, a lack of just being able to know, who do I ask for this? Where do I go for this? Even if I wanted it, there's nobody around me that is doing it. So I might as well just stick to what I have, because this is what I'm meant for. But in reality, there's people out here that are creating a way to make, you could say like a way of a portal, so you can come in and reach whatever it is that you're trying to reach. And I love that, because honestly, it touches my heart. I mean, for a long time I thought that I was never gonna get out of the hood. I just didn't see no way out. There was just no possible way. And to be here now, it's incredible, and I'm so grateful for everyone, even my mentors, shout out to them, for even seeing something in me that would help. So you're creating these advisory boards. What's gonna happen when you're gone? And we have to cry about that. I mean,
well, hopefully I won't be gone anytime soon. I have another election in 2026.
Okay, so y'all got that, guys.
You know.
Okay, 2026. Be ready. Stand by. Get ready to vote. Go register now.
So hopefully in 2026 the city votes me back in for another 3 years. So that'll keep me here to 2029, and I'll be termed out at that point. But I'll tell you this: the secret is not looking for the right people to surround ourselves with, but making ourselves the type of person that people want to surround with themselves. And when we focus on being the type of person that we believe people want to be around, things have a way of working out. And that's what we try to do with the city, is make the city the type of city that businesses want to come to, that small business and big business alike want to be here. Arlington's the most diverse community in all of North Texas.
That is crazy.
And
it's thanks to you, real talk, because right now, I'm telling you, I was so scared of Arlington, and now I'm so in love with Arlington. As many as you know, it's just everything about it. Like, you just want to stay here. I'm literally here from 6 a.m. all the way to like 8 p.m. every day, and I don't even live here. So maybe moving in is gonna be my next goal. But we're getting down to the last few minutes, and World Cup is around the corner. Is that pressure?
Yeah, what do you mean is that pressure, man?
Is that like congratulations?
You know,
I mean, you're like the world champ right now with Texas Rangers.
yeah, can I just say that I'm the only mayor that's won the World Series in Arlington. And I'm the only mayor that got the World Cup in Arlington. And it's all because of me. It's obviously it's because maybe I'm just making that up. But
I'm the only Myrna, in the world that has done an interview with the mayor. I'm gonna take my credit too.
We'll get down. Listen, the World Cup is the largest sporting event in the world. And Arlington got more games than any other North American community. And there's a reason for that. I think it's because we're best situated for it. We have tremendous diversity here. We are centralized in North America. Myrna, you may not understand this, but the Latino community loves their football.
Well, actually, en vivo desde los nuevos estudios de Radio Metroplex en Arlington, Texas, la capital del deporte, el espectáculo y el entretenimiento, guys. So if you didn't know, that's what he is mayor of. So yes, we really do love it.
Yes, you do. Yeah.
Okay, and then what can we look forward to for World Cup? I mean, like traffic. I mean, we need to get our merch ready. Like, what do we need to
There's
do?
so much going on. We have 9 games going to be played here in a 1-month period. It's like having 9 Super Bowls in a month in Arlington, Texas. That's off the charts. Not only do we have the games, but we have all of the hotel stays, the restaurants, the fan experience, the countries that will be positioned here in Arlington to help their citizens get in and out of Texas.
Yeah.
It's just going to be so enriching to have so many different people coming from all over the world to see Arlington, Texas.
So we have to make an impact, guys. So we gotta doll up, we gotta get our stuff right. And you know what's so funny? Radio Metroplex has actually registered to be in World Cup. So we're gonna be in the World Cup. So
Very
super
cool.
excited, guys. Congratulations. And actually, guys, today we are celebrating 3 years here at Radio Metroplex with our producer, Angel Martinez. Okay, he is CEO. So come on out and say hi.
Yeah, I'm here.
He's doing his producer stuff.
Sorry.
But we are doing our ribbon cutting today. We have the Chamber of Arlington present. Woo! We have the Latino Business Alliance. Woo! And as along with all the other hosts here at Radio Metroplex, along with the mayor of Arlington, guys, owner of Chop House, right?
Chop House Arlington and Hearsay.
So, and America's Chamber for Business is also here. So we definitely have a full house, guys. It's gonna be super fun. Last thing I will say, you go out and talk to these kids about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
why? I mean, like, how do you even get the time for that?
Yeah, it's not getting the time. It's making sure that you have the time there. The kids are our future. Whether they're black or Latino or Asian or white, it doesn't matter. The kids are the future of this country, of this city, of this state. And if we don't nurture them in the right way, we're going to miss out.
So guys, if he can take the time to go out and explain what it is to be an entrepreneur, what it is to, commit to yourself, and like he said earlier, stop making other people richer instead of making yourself richer. Put that time into yourself. Then let's go and do it. Okay, guys, I highly encourage you to tell your story, to go out and tell your journeys to these young generations, because they definitely get impacted. They might not have someone around their lives, but you are someone that can be it. Fun fact, is it true or not? Let's get down and real. That you had an afro.
And then can you say en vivo desde Arlington, Texas, el eslogan in English and Spanish?
Oh, I didn't say it in English. I don't know if you can say it in English, but we want to know, did you not have an afro?
Yeah, in fact, in 1978, I was a bouncer at Uncle Sam's Disco in Detroit with a great big afro. Yeah.
How long? You don't even look like you have curly hair.
Girl, when it grows out, it gets there. But I had to have it helped a little bit. But I was a white boy with an afro in the 70s in Detroit. Girl, please.
Okay, guys. So
if you're real nice, I'll show you a picture when we're done here. I have one in my phone.
I am nice. I'm the sweetest person ever. But okay, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing that picture. So I'm gonna let y'all go. But thank you so much for coming out again. I know it was a very short one, but we gotta get our party on.
Get it
we're
on,
gonna
baby.
do that at 10 a.m. on a Monday.
That's right.
Woo! Alright, thank you so much, guys. Again, estamos en vivo desde los nuevos estudios de Radio Metroplex en Arlington, Texas, la capital del deporte, el espectáculo y el entretenimiento in the Down and Rail Show with the CEO Diva. Bye.
La base de datos de virus ha sido actualizada.
Bienvenidas. Comenzamos.
Radio Metroplex.
Presentando
Radio Metroplex.
la mejor programación. En vivo desde Arlington, Texas, la capital del deporte. Los